Hello, my dear friends. Today I'm going to share with you, still in Zechariah, chapters 2 and 3 this time. Yesterday, chapter 1 had 21 verses, chapter 2 has 13, and chapter 3 has 10, so 13 and 10 is 23. So I'm going to give you 2 and 3 right now. Are you ready? Fasten your seat belts, and here we go. And I got my contact lens in. I hope I can see to read. It's there for driving, not for reading. I lifted mine eyes again and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him. And he said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. Ho, ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughters of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. And that is still a fact, y'all. We need to really support Israel and Jerusalem, because it is the apple of our God's eye. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughters of Zion, for lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day, and shall be my people. And I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah, his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. Be silent, O ye flesh, before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation. Chapter 3. And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him. And the Lord said unto Satan, The Lord rebuke thee, O Satan, even the Lord that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire? Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments, and stood before the angel. And he answered and spake unto thee that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with a change of raiment. And I said, let them set a fair mitre upon his head. So they set a fair mitre upon his head, and clothed him with garments. And the angel of the Lord stood by. And the angel of the Lord professed unto Joshua, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, if thou wilt walk in my ways, and if thou wilt keep my charge, then thou shalt also judge my house, and shalt also keep my courts, and I will give thee places to walk among these that stand by. Hear now, O Joshua, the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, for they are men wondered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servants the branch. For behold, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will remove the iniquity of that land in one day. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, shall you call every man his neighbor under the vine and under the fig tree. So bam, y'all, there you go, chapters 2 and 3 of Zechariah. And I reckon if we don't get raptured out of here tonight or tomorrow during the day, I will see you again sometime tomorrow evening probably. I had a busy day today, y'all. I got a lot accomplished. I'm feeling really a whole lot better than I have been. I had an early morning doctor appointment today, and she's a specialist with congestive heart failure. And she said, I'm looking good. She said it's good for me to be losing weight. And she and the other new doctor, the regular general practitioner, told me I need to weigh myself every day so they can see how much fluid I am getting rid of. And I never owned a bathroom scale. I didn't have one to weigh on. And the doctor this morning told me the same thing as the other doctor. So on the way home from the hospital where that doctor is, I stopped at the pharmacy, and they don't sell bathroom scales. So I went to the True Value hardware store, and they had 5 or 6 different ones to pick from. And so I got the only one they had that didn't require batteries. The ones that required batteries needed batteries to light up the digital. It was digital, not numbers like mine. Mine is just a plain old, you stand on it and it tells you the number that your weight is, and the digital, it has little lights that tells you what your weight is. And I didn't want to do batteries, so I got the plain one. I didn't even look at the prices. I don't even know what I paid for the one I got, but I weighed myself. I got it this morning, and every time I went to pee today, I weighed. It didn't change all day. I think I must have peed probably 20 pounds out, but my weight never changed, so I can't figure that out. But anyway, I'll make those 2 doctors happy by weighing myself every day. And they weighed me at the doctor's office this morning. I weighed 205 there, and my new scale shows I weigh 207, so it's pretty close to what the doctor says. So I guess that's close enough for what they need. I was 295 pounds before I got sick, and I'm glad I lost all that weight. I feel a whole lot better not carrying all that weight around, and I'm really taking care of how I eat now, and I'm not going to get big like that again. And I'm not going to eat all the cake and the ice cream like I used to love. I told y'all that Nicole got me set up on Meals on Wheels, and I get a meal delivered every day, Monday through Friday. They don't do it on weekends. But I get to pick the meals I want, and if there's any meal that they cook I don't want, I tell them, and I don't have to buy that one. And I didn't pick today's. Today's meal was weenies and macaroni and cheese. I love macaroni and cheese, but I don't like weenies, so I didn't get today's meal. And after I left the hospital this morning, I stopped at the Cardinal Cafe here in town. I used to go there several times a week to eat breakfast or lunch or both. They make excellent breakfasts, and that's what I stopped for this morning. But once I got in there, all I wanted was two small pancakes, and they brought them out, and I ate one, and that's all I could hold. That's all I've eaten all day today is one small pancake. And then besides that, my insurance company, my medical insurance company, called me one day last week and said that they noticed I had just been released from the hospital, and they wanted to make sure I was well fed nutritionally after being released from the hospital. I never had a medical insurance company do that before, but they sent me 28 frozen meals to make sure I eat nutritionally balanced meals as I recuperate from the hospital stays. I thought that was pretty cool. And my freezer, the little freezer part up above the fridge, it is jam-packed full. I've been meaning to buy a small freezer the last 2 times I was in town and forgot. Tomorrow I've got to run over there and buy one, because I don't want those meals to thaw out, because it's going to take me 28 days to eat 28 meals. And during that time I'll stop the Meals on Wheels, because they're, I think, $4.75 a day, which is a whole lot cheaper than a restaurant, but there's no need me paying for them as I eat these 28 other free meals. I can't get over my insurance company buying these 28 meals from me. That's pretty cool. But this time tomorrow I'll have a little freezer in my spare room there, and those 28 meals, or probably 27 will be in it, because I'll probably eat one tomorrow. I hadn't even looked at them yet. I don't know what all they are. They're on the, the little to-go platters that they give you that has 3 or 4 compartments in it. That's what these are in, and it has like a cellophane top sealed on top of it, and has a label on it. I imagine tells what's in it, but I didn't even look at it. I opened it to see what it was, and that's all I did. They got big chunks of ice, that big and that thick, and they're probably 6 or 8 of them. It's in like a styrofoam ice chest that sits inside of a cardboard box, and the whole thing is lined with foil on the inside, and then it's lined with plastic on the inside, and then the meals with those big chunks of ice in there. So they're going to be cool sitting there for a while till tomorrow. Alrighty, y'all, that's today's video, and if we don't get raptured out tonight, I'll see y'all tomorrow evening. God bless you, my friends.